Hi guys, Raj here with the newsletter, just looking at the markets in general. And I'm going to start with something a little bit unusual today. We've got this here, which is carbon emissions. It's been on a really good run. We've been speaking about it quite a lot in our live trading room, and we've had a couple of really good trades. You can see here this momentum trigger worked quite nicely. We had another one about there that worked quite nicely, and it looks like we could be setting up for another one as well. So these momentum triggers at the bottom come off our proprietary storyteller indicator, and it looks like it's going quite well. So let's see how the COP meeting in Glasgow affects carbon emissions, and that's going to be one that I'm going to be looking out for. But nevertheless, let's go and look at the main story, which is the NASDAQ. And what I'm also going to do is just go on to the pro trading system and just put on the entries, not the history. I want the real entry, and just show you what's been going on. So you can see here, I spoke about this trade like a couple of weeks ago, just in general. I've been sitting in this trade and we've just hit target number 4. So with this one, we never really got anywhere near the stop loss. It just, the entry was here at around 15,055, something like that, and it just went up straight away with no hesitation, and it met all 3 targets basically. And this coupled with the US 500 as well, that's been working really nicely. Similar sort of thing here, but we're just a little bit further away from the last target. You can see I've just circled where we had a bit of trouble, a bit of a pullback, and where the momentum trigger kicked in was here, and it was a great move to the upside. So some really good moves. Another one that I spoke about quite recently was euro dollar, and we were looking at the short in euro dollar, which seems to have just started to come to fruition now. It's not quite there yet, but the biggest story in FX was GBP USD. Again, we spoke about it 2 weeks ago, and I've kept the trade circle that we were talking about, and you can see here we breezed through some of those targets. There's still another target a little bit further down, and potentially we could be hitting that over the next few days or so. We need to see if this support here really holds, or whether it will just dip and touch that before it ends up going up. But really nice. Now in some of the other markets, so commodities markets, let's just go and look at gold. Gold is now giving us a new PTS signal to the upside. We need to see if this is going to break and hold above the 1800 level. It's at the moment at 1805, so I'm looking out for that. It's not the greatest trend on the weekly and the monthly, but the daily's given us a new one anyway. Let me just turn this off for a second while I go through some of the rest of the charts. Oil as well, so US crude, that has also been performing very well, but we've recently had a pullback, which means that we could get a new entry in this to the long side. You can see today's candle is moving up. We're up 1.31% today, and we'll see how that goes. But generally, all of the bullishness has come from the non-farm payrolls result. That was slightly better than expectations, 535,000 or so. And we've seen a bit of bullishness go through the dollar off the back of this. And that does mean euro dollar and GBP USD are falling. But it's interesting that stocks, the dollar and gold are all going up at the same time. One of them has got to give. Let's just find out which one. But trades are all going well. Systems are all working very nicely. So happy days for us. It's been very good in regards to that. Now, just lastly, a couple of stocks that we've been monitoring. So Microsoft, that's also hit targets to the upside. That's been a really good one here. Circled momentum trigger doing really well. Puma, everybody knows Puma, the sports brand. That's also been doing really well at the moment. So a really nice trade in Puma that we've had from the live stock trading room. And one that's a little bit newer than them was CRH, who listed in the FTSE 100. That momentum trigger just kicked off around there. We're currently in profit on this one, so just waiting for that one to go. So all around, pretty good trading. Let's hope the markets continue in this vein.